Hello, everybody. My name is Selena Elamoon, and I am the author of Elemental Wellness 24 Guided Meditations Inspired by the Elements. And today I'm excited to talk to you about everybody's favorite topic, manifestation. People love talking about manifestation because it's empowering to know that we actually have the capacity to align ourselves, align our thoughts, align our feelings to receiving what it is that we're calling in. And it's a beautiful journey when you start recognizing that your thoughts are influencing everything that is happening in your body and also in your world. A lot of times people say, well, do I create my reality? And I have mixed ideas about that. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I do believe that in many cases we are creating our reality. And then I think in other cases, there are things that are just purely destined to happen in our lives that are just part of our agreement before we came here. But I do believe that we do have the power to rise up and to receive. And when I say rise up and receive, I mean rise up against all the hard energies that are pulling us back from receiving what we know that we actually truly deserve. I personally believe that every human being on this planet deserves love, deserves a house, shelter, clothing, food, education, perfect harmony within their entire being, and happiness. I believe we all deserve happiness. And I believe we all deserve to have a life that is fulfilling. And I think that for some people that might look like a lot of wealth and a big family. And for other people that might look like not a lot of wealth and no family. And it doesn't matter. Like, that's not the point. The point is that everybody deserves to have what they want in terms of what makes them happy and what makes them feel fulfilled. And I think a lot of times our society likes to judge what that looks like. But I think if you can release all those judgments and get to the core and the soul of it, I think you can find out what your soul is really calling in and wanting to create in this life for you. And it doesn't have to look like what everybody else says, right? I've met people that just say, I don't want to live on the money system. I just want to work with exchanges. I want to find new ways to create happiness and sustainability and health and wealth for me. And that's beautiful. I honestly see nothing wrong with that. And then there's people that are like, I want to be a billionaire and I really want to focus on money and I really want to grow my finances. And I believe that as long as that's coming from a soul-led place, then there's nothing wrong with that. It's whatever you want, essentially, that is coming from a soul-led place and from a heart-centered place that I believe you can have. However, it does require patience and it does require a deeper understanding of your soul's essence and what it came here for. It's not just about manifesting something superficial because it has like a gratification to your ego. This is something deeper that I'm speaking about here. This is something that has to do with you feeling like you can create a life that brings you joy and gets you out of bed in the morning, right? There's something powerful about you, inside you, that you came here to be and to just emanate. And it shows up in the way you walk. It shows up in the way you talk. It shows up in the way you breathe. It shows up in the way you look even. It shows up in your interactions with people. And these things are very powerful, but they're highly underrated because we put so much emphasis on the things that we own and the things that we have and the achievements that we've built that sometimes we don't recognize that our own attention and focus and qualities are just the subtle ones that we don't even pay attention to. Like those are the things that are life-changing. Have you ever gone somewhere and you were in a bad mood and someone just smiled at you a certain way and it just melted your heart and took you home to yourself, right? Like these little things are monumental in the grand scheme of things because these are the things that we get to die with, right? We don't get to die with our bank account. We don't get to die with our cars and our homes, but we get to die with these beautiful experiences, right? And so I created this journey called Seeds of Manifestation. And the whole journey is there to take you through an experience to start connecting to what it is that your soul wants to plant as seeds to manifest in this life. And it helps you to connect to the parts of yourself that are yearning and wanting something, but it helps you to do it in a way that keeps you connected to your soul and doesn't get you out of sync with that aspect of yourself. And it's a beautiful journey that really helps you connect back to the earth as well, and helps you appreciate the abundance of Mother Nature, because it gives you the opportunity to take your wishes as seeds and plant them into the earth's soil and watch them grow as they get nurtured and watered. And as we know, our manifestations, we have to keep watering them, but not overwater them. You know, I'm a fire sign. I think I've shared this before. I have a tendency to overdo things, right? And so for a long time, I would overwater my plants, or I'd overgive to all my friends, or, you know, every time I had money, I'd like give it all away to charity and then be like, oh, where'd it go? Like I always just had like a tendency to overdo things, right? And like this particular meditation, I think, helped me to realize that patience is part of this process, because when you can be patient and you can just water a little bit at a time and watch things grow, it's so much more gratifying and fulfilling than trying to get the whole result at once, right? So if you're one of those people that wants to have a soul-led manifesting experience, I know there's tons of stuff out there. This is just one that, you know, me and my daughter's higher self created when I was pregnant with her, to write this one out. I feel like it will really support you in your subconscious in aligning to being receptive to the beautiful things that you can have. Okay, so if you don't have this book, get it. If you have this book, do the Seeds of Manifestation like journey, and let us know in the comments what did that feel like for you? And have you been able to see any shifts in your life as a result of that? I feel like these are really, really pertinent ways in order to start really connecting with the beauty of who we are. I'll just give you guys like one really quick semi-personal example. It's actually about my husband. My husband is totally cool with me telling stories about him. I always ask him permission and he's like, you don't have to ask. And I'm like, okay. He's a writer. He writes about his life anyways. But basically, my husband was doing like this YouTube channel, and every time he would go on video, he'd be like, so, I don't know, there was like an energy that felt out of alignment, and he was always so obsessed with this YouTube channel. Like he just wanted to like grow it and like make sure that like, you know, it was like edited and seen a certain way and put out a certain way. And not that that's a bad thing. I mean, here I am on YouTube, but like there's something about it that just felt weird to me, right? It just felt like you're hiding from who you really are. And I had to call him out on it. And eventually he really listened and he was like, yeah, I'm chasing something. I'm chasing that validation and attention. And I said, who are you really? Like, what is in your heart? And my husband's an author. He had already written a book. And I just said, can you reorient your energy to doing what's deeply inside your heart? Even if it doesn't make you any money, I don't care. Like, just do what's in your heart. And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to start writing my second novel. When lo and behold, he starts writing his second novel. Within a month, he's finished. Okay. And within a few days, literally, he's found an agent. Okay. And this is so exciting for him because this is like his dream come true. And all he had to do was stop chasing after the false manifestation of what he thought he wanted and go back to his soul's manifestation. And when he did that, the results also came a lot faster because he was in alignment, right? When he was chasing after the YouTube thing, it's like years and years and years and years of that. You know, not that it's not a good idea to keep putting work into what you want over a long period, but I'm just saying that like if it's out of alignment with you, then eventually you have to refocus your attention to what is in alignment with you. And this is something that he did. And I'm just so proud of him because I think that all of us have those parts of ourselves that want to be a certain way or do a certain thing, but it's not always what our soul came here to do or be. And I want to assure you that when you do this type of meditation work and you go on these types of inner journeys, that it'll help you to reattune to your soul and it'll create so much more space and freedom for you to be happy. And I think that's at the end of the day, I just want everyone to be happy. I said that really loud at the pharmacy the other day and everyone just stopped and looked at me like I was an alien. And I was like, is that so foreign? Like just to be happy? Yeah. So anyways, I'm wishing you all the happiness in the world. I love you. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hello, and thank you so much for watching my Elemental Wellness channel. If you do end up purchasing the hard copy of my book, Elemental Wellness, on Amazon, please send me a picture with you holding the book so I can see who you are and that you have the book through my email, and I will gift you the audiobook. Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye.